Welcome. I'm here to give you an introduction to Framingham Community Electricity, which is a new electricity program from the city of Framingham. Framingham Community Electricity is a public program from the city that's regulated by the state and is being provided as a service to the community. The program is available to both residents and businesses in Framingham, and it's only available to residents and businesses in Framingham. Framingham Community Electricity is not available to electricity customers in other communities. The program will launch in March, and in launching this program, Framingham joins more than 200 other cities and towns in Massachusetts with similar programs. What kind of program is Framingham Community Electricity? It's a municipal electricity aggregation. And if that leaves you as confused as the dog on this slide, another way to think about it is that the program is a form of group electricity purchasing. It's also a transparent, regulated city alternative to the private electricity offers that we all receive through the mail, over the phone, and sometimes even at our door. What do you get out of participating in Framingham Community Electricity? The program offers three key benefits, and they're all connected to the supply part of your Eversource electric bill. You'll automatically receive more of your electricity from renewable sources for a price that's lower than Eversource's residential electricity supply price at program launch. But because Eversource's prices change seasonally and we don't know their future prices, we can't guarantee that Framingham Community Electricity will always be lower than Eversource's price. Two, through the program, you'll have three new choices for the supply part of your Eversource electric bill. I'll discuss those choices more in a few slides. And three, through Framingham Community Electricity, your electricity supply price will be stable for 2 years until March 2027. Unlike when you have Eversource's price for the supply part of your bill, the Framingham Community Electricity price will not change seasonally. Framingham Community Electricity will not replace Eversource as your electric utility. You cannot choose your electric utility. It's determined by where you live. In Framingham, Eversource owns the electricity delivery infrastructure, the poles and the wires. So if you live in Framingham, Eversource will be your electricity delivery utility no matter what. They'll always address power outages, and also they will always send your electric bill. None of this changes. But you can choose your electricity supplier. That's the company that buys electricity and puts it on the grid on your behalf. That's where Framingham Community Electricity comes in. It can help to understand that electricity customers in Massachusetts have three ways to buy electricity. First, your utility serves as your electricity supplier, and they buy it for you. This is called basic service. When you first open your electric account, you're put on Eversource's basic service. At that point, Eversource is providing you with two services. They're delivering your electricity, as we discussed previously. They're also buying or supplying your electricity. When you have Eversource's basic service, you have Eversource's price for the supply portion of your bill. That's the price that changes seasonally, as I explained before. Two, you can sign a private contract with one of the many private electricity supply companies in the marketplace. If you do that, Eversource remains your electric utility and continues to send your bill, but when they calculate your bill, they use the price provided by that company to calculate the supply charge portion of your bill. That price will change depending on the term of the agreement you signed with that company. Or three, your municipality can sign a contract with one of those electricity supply companies instead of you, but you get to benefit from it. In that situation, Eversource remains your electric utility and continues to send your bill, but when they calculate your bill, they use the price provided by the city's contract to calculate the supply charge portion of your bill. That is municipal electricity aggregation, and that is what Framingham Community Electricity is. Framingham's prices are stable from March 2025 to March 2027. The next two slides provide diagrams that illustrate what I just explained. This slide shows you Eversource's basic service, which is what most electricity customers in Framingham will have before the program begins. This diagram is for people who have not signed a private electricity supply contract. On the left side of the diagram, Eversource is providing two services, both delivering and supplying electricity. On the right side of the diagram, the customer is receiving that electricity from Eversource. This slide shows how things work with Framingham Community Electricity in place. The right portion of the diagram is the same. Eversource is delivering your electricity with no change in the quality of the service or the reliability of the electricity, or in your billing. The left side of the diagram is where we see a change. On the far left, the electricity supplier is now in a different color because Eversource is no longer the electricity supplier. For participants in Framingham Community Electricity, a company named First Point Power will be your electricity supplier, meaning they will buy electricity and put it on the grid on your behalf. But Eversource will continue to deliver it and send your bill with no change. I mentioned at the beginning that Framingham Community Electricity provides 3 new options for the supply portion of your bill. This slide shows you those options and compares them with Eversource. Framingham Standard Green is the one you'll receive automatically if you do not make any other choice. The price for Framingham Standard Green is 12.818 cents per kilowatt hour, and it provides 35% of your electricity from new renewable sources in the New England region. Framingham Green Plus is available by request and provides 100% of your electricity from new renewable sources in the New England region for 15.418 cents per kilowatt hour. Framingham Basic is also available by request and provides the minimum from new renewable sources required by law, like Eversource, for 12.588 cents per kilowatt hour. In 2025, that minimum amount is 27%. You're basically receiving the same electricity mix you get from Eversource, but with a Framingham price. And then on the far right, we can compare these prices with Eversource's current residential basic service price of 13.241 cents per kilowatt hour. At launch, Eversource's price is higher than both the standard green and the basic options, and it provides only the state-required minimum from new renewable sources in the New England region, which, as I said, is 27% in 2025. All 3 Framingham prices are fixed until March 2027. In comparison, Eversource's price changes seasonally. This Eversource price will be in effect through July 31st, so we can't guarantee savings beyond that date. But most participants in aggregations do see some savings over the full term of the supply contract. The next couple of slides show us where we will see Framingham Community Electricity on the electric bill. This slide is the first page of your bill. Participating in Framingham Community Electricity will impact the supply charge, and you will see First Point Framingham Community Elec listed as your electricity supplier. The second page of your bill shows the calculation for the supply charge on the first page. Here, you'll see the price for whichever Framingham Community Electricity option you participate in. Framingham Standard Green is the auto-enroll option, so most people will have that price. The price for Framingham Standard Green is 12.818 cents per kilowatt hour. On your bill, the price is presented in dollars, not cents, so the decimal moves to the left. You'll see 12.12818. If you choose one of the other options, you'll see that price instead. Otherwise, almost everything else will remain the same. Your primary relationship for electricity will remain with Eversource, and they'll continue to deliver your electricity with no interruption. You'll continue to call Eversource if your power goes out, as you do now. Eversource will continue to send your electric bill, and you'll continue to pay them as you do now. If you have an auto payment or electronic payment set up with Eversource, that remains in place with no change. And you will not receive any additional electric bill as a result of participating in Framingham Community Electricity. If you're eligible for any discounts from Eversource, like a low-income discount or fuel assistance, you continue to receive that discount with no change. Participating in Framingham Community Electricity is easy. The program uses an automatic enrollment model. This is the state law for all municipal electricity aggregation programs like Framingham Community Electricity, and it's not a choice Framingham had. All of the other similar programs across the state work the same way. Specifically, any Framingham electricity customer with Eversource's basic service, meaning any customer that has not signed a private electricity supply contract, will be enrolled automatically in the Framingham Standard Green option in March. You'll first see the program price on your April Eversource bill. If your account is eligible for automatic enrollment, you should have received a notice in the mail from the city. That notice includes the city seal and the program logo. If you received something in the mail, but it does not include the city seal and the program logo, it's probably a piece of marketing from a private company. Participation is never required. You can leave or opt out of Framingham Community Electricity at any time with no fee or penalty. You can opt out before being automatically enrolled. Your opt-out request must be submitted by February 26th to avoid automatic enrollment. Or you can try the program and opt out at any time later with no fee or penalty. You have 3 ways to opt out. 1, sign and mail the reply card that accompanies the notice in the mail. 2, opt out online at framinghamcommunityelectricity.com. Or 3, opt out over the phone by calling customer support. A few common questions and answers. What if you don't have Eversource's basic service? What if you've signed a private contract with an electricity supplier? Your account is not eligible for automatic enrollment, but you can participate. You just need to take a step to do it. Either submit your Eversource account information online at framinghamcommunityelectricity.com or over the phone by calling customer support. What if you have solar panels or participate in community solar and you're receiving credits on your bill or an incentive payment? Will any of that change? No change to your bill credits or your incentive payment. Framingham Community Electricity does not impact how your credits or incentive payments are calculated. It changes only the price that's used to calculate the supply charge on your bill. What if you have a low income discount or receive fuel assistance? No change. If you're eligible for and receive those benefits, you'll continue to receive them as a participant in Framingham Community Electricity. What if you have Eversource's budget billing? This is one place you would see a change. Budget billing is when Eversource charges you the same amount every month based on an estimate of your electricity use. If you participate in Framingham Community Electricity, budget billing would continue to apply to your delivery charge, but it would no longer apply to your supply charge. In other words, the delivery portion of your bill would remain the same every month, but the supply portion of your bill would change from month to month based on how much electricity you use. That means your total bill would change a bit from month to month. If having budget billing on both your delivery and supply charge is important to you, you should opt out of Framingham Community Electricity. This final slide is a screenshot of the website. In the upper right corner, you'll find buttons that will take you to the forms for enrolling, changing your option, and opting out. The website also includes the program prices, and it will always include the current Eversource price. There are also a host of informational resources, including a calculator that allows you to compare the program price with Eversource's most recent 12-month average price. The website address is framinghamcommunityelectricity.com. It's available in other languages using machine translation. You can also call customer support. Interpreters are available by request. Now, we'll take a quick look at that automatic enrollment notification. So here we see the automatic enrollment notification that was mailed out. If you received this in the mail, your account is eligible for automatic enrollment in Framingham Community Electricity. You'll see the price of the Framingham Standard Green and customer support's phone number, as well as the program website. You can see the prices for each program option and information for opting out. And on the second page, you'll find a table with information about the renewable energy content of each program option, as well as additional details about the program. The notice is accompanied in the envelope by an opt-out reply card. This is only for those who do not want to be automatically enrolled. If you don't want to be enrolled, you can opt out by signing this card and dropping it in the mail. And all of this information should have arrived in an envelope bearing the city seal and a hybrid return address that says City of Framingham, care of First Point Power. If you have additional questions, please visit framinghamcommunityelectricity.com or call customer support at 1-844-202-6226. Thanks.